Hello everyone, you are on the Platform Plus channel, which means another incredible selection of films awaits you. Today, we will look at 10 films of 2025 that are already available for viewing. I gently remind you to subscribe to the channel. Your support is very important. Well, let's get started. Wolfman, another remake of the classic werewolf horror film. According to critics, it's a solid movie with a unique narrative and intense, gripping scenes. Family man Blake learns that his father, who disappeared many years ago, has been officially declared dead. As a result, he inherits an abandoned house. Hoping to mend their troubled relationship, Blake and his family decide to escape the city and head to Oregon. However, as they approach the house, their car is attacked by an unknown creature, leaving Blake wounded. In a panic, the family barricades themselves inside. But soon, Blake begins to undergo a terrifying transformation. Directed by Lee Wannell, who helmed the 2020 remake of The Invisible Man, this film follows a similar approach. While The Invisible Man served as a metaphor for abusive relationships, Wolfman explores the themes of domestic violence and a tyrannical parent. Wolfman, 10th place. The Order, a crime thriller starring Jude Law and Nicholas Hoult, filmed in the style of Michael Mann's classic works. Based on a shocking true story that shook America, the film follows FBI agent Terry Hask as he investigates a series of bombings, robberies, and brutal murders. It soon becomes clear that behind these crimes is a well-organized neo-Nazi group led by a ruthless figure intent on declaring war on the US government. The Order is a classic thriller that blends investigative intrigue with intense action sequences typical of the police procedural genre. If you enjoyed Mississippi Burning or Wind River, this film will definitely be up your alley. The Order, 9th place.
One link at a time. One freedom at a time.
The Damned, 19th century. With a harsh winter ahead and food supplies running low, Eva, the owner of a remote fishing station, makes a ruthless decision. When a shipwreck occurs nearby, she orders the fishermen not to help the stranded sailors, fearing they would become an additional burden. But when a barrel of meat washes ashore, the fishermen head to the wreckage to scavenge. There, they are forced to fight off the desperate survivors. By the next morning, the shore is littered with the bodies of the sailors, and Eva begins experiencing terrifying visions. A chilling and atmospheric folk horror steeped in superstition and unbearable guilt. With minimal sets and special effects, the film relies on eerie lighting and an overwhelming sense of impending doom to instill fear. The Damned, 8th place.
The living always more dangerous than the dead.
Babygirl, a provocative erotic thriller starring Nicole Kidman that caused quite a stir at last year's Venice Film Festival. The story follows Romy, a powerful CEO, devoted mother, and seemingly perfect wife. But her life takes a dramatic turn with the arrival of a new intern, Samuel. They engage in a game with simple rules. She is the boss, he is the subordinate. But when their encounters turn sexual, the roles are reversed. She submits, and he dominates. As their passion spills beyond the office walls, it threatens to destroy them both. If you've been longing to see Nicole Kidman in a bold, commanding role and are intrigued by an exploration of female liberation after 40, this film is a must-watch. Babygirl, 7th place.
Good girl.
Small Things Like These. Set in 1985 in a quiet Irish town, the film follows coal merchant and devoted family man Bill Furlong as he prepares for the busiest season of the year. Just weeks before Christmas, he makes a routine delivery to a local convent, only to stumble upon a shocking truth hidden behind its walls. A powerful historical drama starring Cillian Murphy, directed by Tim Mielents, known for his work on Peaky Blinders. The film made a strong impression at the Berlin Film Festival, where Emily Watson won the award for Best Supporting Actress. Small Things Like These, 6th place. Sons, a new Scandinavian thriller from the director of the acclaimed chamber drama The Guilty, which later received a Hollywood remake starring Jake Gyllenhaal. The story follows Eva, a prison officer whose life takes a dark turn when the man who murdered her son is transferred to her facility. He is placed in a high-security unit, but Eva, usually responsible and kind-hearted, manipulates her way into working in the same section. As she gets closer to her sworn enemy, the tension between her sense of duty and her thirst for revenge becomes unbearable. While Sons is a gripping thriller, it is also a deep psychological drama, one that immerses the audience in the emotional torment of a grieving mother, leaving no one indifferent. Sons, 5th place. Den of Thieves 2, Pantera, the sequel to the solid 2018 action thriller, once again starring Gerard Butler in the lead role. This time, the rough-edged detective Big Nick is back on the hunt for notorious thief Donnie. His pursuit takes him to Europe, where the biggest diamond exchange in the world is about to be hit. But there's a twist. This time, Nick isn't looking to catch the thief. After being unfairly dismissed from his job, he decides to team up with Donnie for the ultimate heist. Much like the original, Den of Thieves 2 feels like a testosterone-fueled throwback to 90s action films. Gritty, explosive, and packed with tough guy energy. While the filmmakers try to surprise with plot twists, the film remains as predictable as it is entertaining. Den of Thieves 2, Pantera, 4th place.
You got over on me, Fraulein. No one gets over on me.
The Gorge. 2 highly skilled operatives are stationed on opposite watchtowers at the edges of a classified gorge, tasked with protecting the world from an unknown evil lurking within. Though separated by distance, they form a deep connection while maintaining their vigilance against an invisible enemy. However, when they uncover a terrifying threat to humanity, they are forced to join forces to keep the Gorge's secret from being exposed before it's too late. Premiering on Apple TV Plus this Valentine's Day, The Gorge is a horror action film with a touch of romance, directed by Scott Derrickson, the filmmaker behind Sinister and The Black Phone. Derrickson revealed that the movie was inspired by psychological horror games like Silent Hill and Until Dawn, adding to its eerie and suspenseful atmosphere. The Gorge, 3rd place. Night Call, a Franco-Belgian action thriller that feels like a true gem for fans of high-tension cinema. The story follows Madi, a college student who works as a locksmith to make ends meet. One evening, he responds to a routine call, helping a young woman get back into her apartment. What seems like an ordinary job quickly spirals out of control when Maddie finds himself at the center of a break-in, with a gang of ruthless criminals hot on his trail. Mistaken for the thief, they give him an ultimatum: find the real culprit and return the stolen money within 12 hours or face deadly consequences. For a directorial debut, this film is surprisingly impressive, packed with adrenaline-fueled sequences and relentless suspense from start to finish. Night Call, a solid second place. Companion. Josh, a charming young man, takes his girlfriend Iris on a weekend getaway to a luxurious lakeside mansion owned by Russian millionaire Sergei. From the moment they arrive, Iris feels uneasy, catching suspicious glances from those around her. The reason? Iris isn't human. She's an advanced emotional support robot, or more specifically, a sex doll who believes she's a real person. But things take an even darker turn when it's revealed that Josh has secretly hacked Iris's system, setting her up to take the fall for Sergei's murder. A sci-fi thriller with a satirical edge, Companion stars rising talents Sophie Thatcher, known for The Exorcist, Believer, and Jack Quaid, one of the leads in The Boys. Fair warning, while the film will officially be available digitally on February 18th, it can already be found in decent quality online. Companion, a well-deserved first place.
Pull the goddamn trigger, Iris.
No.
And that's all. The selection turned out to be truly incredible. I hope you appreciated it with a comment. Until the next video, see you there.